Hi everybody, Bradley here with not a quick movie review but some movie news, and let's talk about the July 4th box office results. I went and saw both F1 and Jurassic World Rebirth a second time, and I gotta say F1 is much more enjoyable from start to finish. The characters, the entire movie draws you in and keeps you glued to the screen, puts you in the race car with the actors, and it's just riveting. There's already talk that Brad Pitt is wanting to desperately find a way to make a sequel. They've earned 300 million in box office, both locally and globally combined. That should get them enough with F1 or with Apple to garner another movie. And there's talk of a Days of Thunder crossover and Days of Thunder 2. Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. If you didn't know, Ferrari versus Ford was originally supposed to be with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt, but Tom Cruise pulled out when he found out there wasn't going to be much of him driving the cars. So he's definitely wanting to do a car racing movie, whether it's a crossover, whether Brad Pitt does a little cameo in Days of Thunder 2. We will wait to see, but it looks like that Apple has a hit here, and they should have enough money to garner a second go at F1 Part 2. Let's looking at Jurassic World had a better than expected opening weekend. They originally only planned on $80 million for the opening weekend for Jurassic World Rebirth, but they have totaled so far 91 million for the weekend, and combined with the pre-screeners and everything, it's domestically in the U.S. at 148, looking at about 320 worldwide on the opening weekend. So it's clear that people still are interested in dinosaurs, even though the plot of the movie said that they weren't. Seeing it a second time, the only thing I cared about was the dinosaur action scenes. I didn't care about any of the characters. I don't care about whether we see any of these characters again in a future movie. But I'm sure they're going to make another one because it is a box office gold. And it's doing well, and it has great action scenes. But none of the dialogue is just terrible. The story is repeatable from the others, and so many action scenes were so much like Jaws, the first big action scene with the boat with the children, the family recovered. That was very much Jaws like. The little girl made a little knot, just like Brody and Hooper had to make knots on Quinn's boat in the movie Jaws. So that's a lot of little Easter eggs. There was also some Star Wars Easter eggs with Gareth Edwards having directed Rogue One. You will notice that the D-Rex monster looks a lot like the Rancor from Return of the Jedi. And I thought that was a really good monster. I would like to see it again. They didn't kill it, and most of the characters survived. I wish someone would have the balls to do a actual horror movie like Steven Spielberg's original Jaws movie was. I really wish they would get you to like the characters and interested in the characters, and then have maybe a few of them get bit or killed off, even Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum's character in the original Jurassic Park. He was injured, but they need to do something to make you a little more riveted and drawn into the movie that creates a little bit fear, because it's predictable. You know this family's not going to get hurt, and I really wish they would step up the game when it comes to the scariness nature of the dinosaur movies. And that's a look at this weekend's 4th of July weekend results. We saw Elio doing well. How to Train Your Dragon did well. And that's what rounds up the top 5. We'll see it again, and let's get ready for next weekend with Superman the movie. They're already expecting over 120, 100 to 150 box office weekend next week. So we'll see how it compares and what happens to Jurassic World, if it holds up or if it's already taken a bite out of all of its box office.